That was for you, Kevin McLaughlin.
Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my world, leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door shall be open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given love's peace of mind. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the world.
Welcome to the world. What the hell does that mean? Well, everybody, welcome. Songfather here for the Songfather Show on this 29th day of July, 2019. If you can believe that. Hold on. There you go. That's a couple of blinks away from August and a couple of blinks away from the fall. Summer coming to an end very soon. Don't shoot the messenger. So hope everybody had a nice weekend. I did. Saturday we had our annual Uniondale picnic. Can't call it a reunion. Well, we can now, I guess. And the thing that's so amazing about this kind of reunion, it's all years. Everybody that ever graduated from Uniondale High School comes, and this year the weather was great. The sun was hot, but there was such a breeze coming off the ocean because we have it down at Lido Beach, so it was great. A lot of people showed up. All the pretty girls and all the good-looking men were there. And it was just great, sitting around, BSing, reminiscing a little bit. And I got guys like Joe Brooklyn to come they haven't seen in 40 years, and Joey Bedini hasn't seen in so long. And, of course, Ronnie Pagnotta and me and Joey, the Three Musketeers, with Joe Brooklyn being the fourth. And then Kevin McLaughlin was there, and he broke out of his shell and talked to a lot of people. Wow. And Mr. Cahood was there. I just can't go through the list. There was just so many. And Jeanette Kersner did just an unbelievable job of organizing it and getting together. And they were trying to slam us with $50 a car to come in, and she did her magic, and $10 to go and park. It was great. It was just wonderful. Dennis Carr and I think his name was Tommy. Tommy, I think. The master chefs on the grill, and it was just great. Everything was good. So, yeah, good times. What can I tell you? But standing, too long. None of us really ever sat down that much, and my CRPS really, man, it blew up bad. And so I spent most of yesterday just kind of laying around, not doing much. It's a little better today, but I think there's a storm coming because I got the pain and the swelling. But, hey, it's what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. So, anyway, let's get started. Today's music is going to be all Beatleys, some kind of an interaction with them. Two of the Beatles songs, and then 3 Badfinger songs that I love. And until I started researching what I was going to do today, I cannot believe, I always said when I heard the Badfinger songs that they sounded in certain parts like the Beatles. And some of them sounded almost exactly like George Harrison when he did the slide guitar and All Things Must Pass and everything. I'm like, sure enough, as I'm doing the research for it, there you go. Paul McCartney wrote what is it called? Come and Get It. If you want it, here it is. He wrote that. George Harrison played on a number of Badfinger songs, and Paul wrote a lot of them. John directed and produced a lot of them, and Ringo, I think, was on drums for two of them. I mean, it's just amazing how, they say the British invasion, but how close they really were over there. And even when they came over to the United States, they all looked out for each other, and they had a song that was like, it's good, but I don't know if it's, I'm just using it as an example. I don't think it's a Beatles song. And you call up, hey, Songfather, you want to do this song? Yeah, let me hear it. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. All right, so, you throw us 25% or whatever the heck the number might be. And it's just great. And then, they even, like I said, stepped up to make sure that it was good and it was done the right way and helped these people out. And so that's what today's songs are going to be. All Beatles related. So Mr. Donald Trump, our President of the United States, signed in the 9/11 bill. Bam, bam, bam. So Mr. Greco, you did not, all he is, but Mr. Greco, who, came there basically on his deathbed with Jon Stewart, was not in vain. It's done. It's indefinite. Now that they could just like breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, and they're going to be helped out by the United States government. That's what it's all about. So let's go down this some of these stories. A lot of feel-good stories, I got to say that. But I have to start off with, and those of you who have been following me and watching my show every week, you know how I feel when this happens. And we had a father in the Bronx that went to work, got up at 5:30, whatever, took a shower, had something to eat, went to work, went in at 8, came out at 4, a little after 4, got in his car. He looked, and there's his two twins in the back seat. Both of them, well, of course, they're twins, both of them, but under the age of 1, that were in the car since 7:30 that morning, 7 o'clock that morning. They were foaming at the mouth, and they died. His answer was, I must have blanked out. I don't know. I thought I dropped them off. It's pre-K or wherever they're supposed to drop them off. Daycare. I thought I dropped them off at the daycare. Now what? Now my babies are gone. How do you think you dropped them off? How do you think? Where is anybody else in the family that says, hey, how were they at daycare? Did they cry? Was everything okay? Did you remember to bring their sandwiches in? Did you remember to bring an extra change of clothes? Something. Nobody has a discussion about this, and this guy just gets up and goes to work and doesn't come out to his car for lunch or anything, I guess. 8 hours in the car when it was 190 something degrees to 100, somewhere around there. The heat index was over 100. I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And that's the answer you come up with. So pray for their souls and pray for their mom and even pray for this. Well, I didn't want to say, but terrible. So down in Virginia, a 7-year-old, his birthday was coming up. And so they asked him, what do you want for your birthday? You want a party? You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? You want to get abroad? What do you want? And he said, no, I don't want anything. I don't want a party. All I want to do is, if you could help me, I want to set up a lemonade stand, and I want to sell lemonade so I can raise money for diabetes in honor of Grandpa. Can't make that up. That is so, I get goosebumps when I think about it. And I think he did it for 3 weekends. And he put the sign up and a picture of his grandfather and saying, this is what this is for, and the money's going to diabetes research and blah, blah, blah. And the kid raised in 3 weeks $850 that he donated in his grandfather's name. Okay? There you go. Don't tell me it's not out there. Don't tell me it can't be done. Here's a kid. What 7-year-old kid doesn't want a party? None of them want a party. They want the presents. He didn't want nothing. I don't want a present. I don't want a party. I don't want ice cream. I don't want anything. I want to do this. And he did it. If I had his address, I'd go buy him a present right now. So, and in Canarsie, Brooklyn, another New York story. Actually, the first one. No, second one. They set up the people in the city, I guess you want to, whatever, of Brooklyn, in Canarsie set up a car wash. You know, you see the schools do it and this and that, and they got signs up and, kids outside holding signs, car wash. Well, that's what they did. But the only cars that they would wash were New York NYPD vehicles. That was their way of trying to write and apologizing for what these other idiots did with the buckets of water and everything else. And so the cars were lined up. The word spread, so they're bringing their vehicles there, and there was refreshments being served. And it was just a nice thing for the community to do for the police, and the police also to be involved with the community. There you go again. Don't tell me it can't be done. There it is, right there, black and white. Nothing personal. Oh my God, I just realized that. And 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get to this first song. This first song by the Badfinger is a beautiful song. Like I said, let me take a sip. Should I take a sip of my espresso or rum chata? You thought it was milk. What am I, Pat Boone? It's some good stuff. If you haven't had it, try it. It's like Bailey's, but good. So, Come and Get It, written by Sir Paul McCartney. Beautiful song. If you want it, here it is. And I remember when the song came out, they say my name twice in the song. That's what I really liked about it. Beautiful. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Make your mind up fast. If you want it, anytime I can get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it may not last. Did I hear you say that there must be a catch? Will you walk away from a fool and his money? If you want it, here it is, come and get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. If you want it, here it is, come and get it. Make your mind up fast. If you want it, anytime I can give it. But you better hurry, 'cause it may not last. Did I hear you say that there must be a catch? Will you walk away from a fool and his money? Sonny, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it may not last. Hurry, 'cause it's going fast. Fool and his money. Sonny, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. But you better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. You better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. You better hurry, 'cause it's going fast. Bam, there you go. Written by Sir Paul McCartney. Who knew? Who knew? Good song, though. I don't know what the heck they're talking about, but I'm in there, so... Are they saying, Sonny, do you want it? 'Cause I got it? Or am I the one that's supposed to deliver it? I don't know. But who cares? Good song. I always liked it. All right, so let's go down to another. Supreme Court. Paving the way for the wall. The Trump wall. Everybody's taking shots at him. Oh, he promised this. He didn't deliver yet. Okay, don't say he hasn't tried. Oh, he promised this by the end of a second term. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't finished the first term. Stop. You people are nuts. But $2.5 billion is going to be cleared out of the defense fund to build the wall. They understand the urgency of it now. They look around and they see what's happening, and you know what? We have to close the borders up. We're not shutting people out. We're not saying you can't come to America. We're just saying if you want to come in, the entrance is down that way. I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. Big Papi is finally out of the hospital. All this time he was in there, and I guess like it worked in reverse. While he was in the hospital, they were kicking the Yankees' rear end. He gets out, and the Yankees kick their rear end. Beautiful. But we're happy Big Papi's done, and well on the mend. And I don't know if they screwed up when they operated him over there in the Dominican Republic. I have no idea. But kudos to the ownership of the Red Sox and all the fans and teammates that chipped in and got that airplane over there and said, come on, no. We're going to take care of you over here. And I'm quite sure it's on the arm, although I'm sure he has coverage. So, and let me get to this last thing about President Trump, because President Trump made a statement. And if you've never been there, if you've never traveled to Baltimore out of the inner city or the inner harbor, where it's all beautiful and restaurants and, money all over the place. If you've never traveled like 5 blocks down or went to where Babe Ruth was born and all that other stuff, then you don't understand what he's talking about. But I spent a lot of time in Baltimore when I was traveling with AMP. And I had shots. Somebody tried to kill me twice. I got jumped, and I'm talking a long time ago, so obviously it hasn't gotten any better. It's a severely depressed city that is always kind of kept quiet. I don't understand why, but so we made a statement that Baltimore has become a rodent and rat infested mess. Okay, it's true, it has. What's his name? Al Sharptongue and a few of the other Democrats went on TV saying, what a racist thing to say. So like he's scratching his head, Trump. He's saying, what did I say? It was racist. Well, you were calling the people of Baltimore rat-infested. No, I didn't. I said the city of Baltimore has become a rodent and rat-infested mess. And it is. And he's right. And it has. So I don't know. I think this is more spin now they got to do on, because if you read it yet or you haven't, the feds went in and I didn't write her name down, did I? No. What is wrong with me? Tino, you asked for the night off. At least you could have, whatever. So, but the feds went in and 3 times now already and raided the mayor of Baltimore, a black woman. Who's kind of said some stupid things and done some stupid things. And so they went into her home and both her offices, and they came out with computers and, files and this and that. They've 3 times they've raided it. So she's under severe federal investigation. So maybe that's why now they're trying to throw that spin. I don't know. You think that's going to make the feds say, oh, wait a minute. We can't do this now. The president said that. Stop. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. I'm halfway down. I don't want to blow all the news. So let's go with this next song. This one is an actual Beatles song. One of my favorite Beatles songs. If I fell in love with you. That's what I should have done. But that's not it. This is from Abbey Road. We have to all come together. Right now. Right now, I said. Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he got holy roller, he got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no suit shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he smoke Coca-Cola, he say, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He bagged production, he got Walrus Gumboot, he got Ono Sideboard, he won Spinal Cracker, he got feet down below his knee. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. All right. Come. Oh, come. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter, he say 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Yeah. Oh. Come together. Yeah. 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 Come together. Come together, come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Come together, yeah. Yeah, baby. Isn't that nice when that happens? Excuse me. It's good, but it's not the same without Sambuca. I ran out. Somebody hit. I heard some rattling of the cage a couple of times at night when I was trying to go to sleep. I think it's Tino. Maybe he's been sneaking out and drinking a Sambuca. That's why he goes nuts over there. Have to put a camera on the cage. So, Africa is... it's already been written, and they're trying their best to put forth a law that any poachers that are caught are executed. And for those who don't know what a poacher is, it's not just a hunter. A poacher is somebody that's going and killing the rhinoceros and the elephants and everything else to take their ivory away and then sell it. Okay? What I would like to see is Interpol, which is the international police agency, start going and locking up these people that are buying that stuff. You know, it's not like it was in the 50s and the 60s. It's done, you know. Oh, that's nice. What is that? Oh, it's ivory. No, fuck, excuse me, but no more. That's it. You know, you got these animals who are almost extinct and we're only going to be left with each other. Who the hell wants that? So that'd be nice if they could get it done. And here's one that makes you blink your eyes like this for almost 3 hours. Cosmopolitan magazine, who is turning into the the armpit of the magazine industry, has come out with an article that declaring and applauding the Clintons as the good marriage role models that people should follow after. Really? Really? Make sure because I wrote it down. It's good marriage role models. Yeah, that's what it said. The Clintons. Oh, boy, let me tell you. And sadly, we had another NYPD suicide. I think it's number 6 so far this year, over in Staten Island. Terrible. You've heard me say it and preach and yell and scream and everything else. You got to start getting into these precincts one by one. You got to make it a full, year, 2-year project. And you go in and you stay at this precinct for as long as it takes to sit down with every officer and just have a 10, 15-minute conversation with them. Not a whole psych thing and put your feet up. Just have a conversation with them. Feel them out. See what's bothering them. Ask them if they want to get anything off their chest. You'll be able, to read and see who needs a second sit down. But just to keep going and seeing these people taking their lives, this is it's like an epidemic. Because it's so many, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. And, that's just here. I don't know what's going on across the country. Most people keep that, some states keep it kind of quiet. They don't want that stuff getting out. And, I kind of agree with that, but then I don't, because this is what happens. So I think right now, none of this should ever be kept quiet. Need to get in there, need to sit down with these people. It's a very stressful job, whether you believe it or not. They sit around on their ass and eat donuts all day. No, they don't. So, it's very stressful. Every call you get, it doesn't matter. Cat up a tree. While you're looking up there, somebody can come behind you and put 2 in your back. So stop. All you non-idiots, non-thinkers out there, just shut your mouth then if you don't know, if you don't understand what they do. It's not they sit around in the car. It's not they sit around and drink coffee and eat donuts. It's not. It's stressful. It's stressful from the time they leave the house till the time they come home. And sometimes it takes hours before you get that out of your system where you can relax and enjoy your family and everything else. The things that these people see. It's unbelievable. So say a prayer for his family and for his soul. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Poachers, we got that. So Cosmopolitan magazine, I just can't even get past it. So in the Midwest, we had a 16-year-old that jumped into the family truck, and drove his car through the wall, the big long side wall of the barn that they had on their property, on purpose. Why? Oh, because it was engulfed in flames, and there were 14 beautiful Clydesdales inside that were going to go up and become, somebody's dinner somewhere in a restaurant. And he saved them all. And after when he got out, the big hole, they were able to go out through the hole. He backed it back up. He was great. All the Clydesdales were saved, and he's got he's grounded for 2 years until they can build. No, I'm kidding. So there you go. Another one. Don't tell me when I'm getting through to the kids. Okay? Nobody told him to do that. Nobody said, quick, go jump in that car and drive into the fire. He did it on his own. Smart kid. Beautiful. And all right, let's get to another one because then we only got like 4 stories left. Now, this song was written by Peter Ham, who did a lot of choreographing and a lot of integration with the Beatles. And he wrote this song by Badfinger called No Matter What. And I always liked this song. This song, I don't know why, but as soon as I heard it, it just got me going, So get up on your coffee tables. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Oh, girl, with you. No matter what you do, I will always be around. Won't you tell me what you found, girl? Oh, girl, won't you knock down the old gray wall? Be be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all as I would give to you, nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter what you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Oh, girl, won't you? Little George Harrison influence. Did you dig it? Knock down the old gray wall. Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all as I would give to you, nothing could be, nothing could be, nothing could be. No matter where you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Oh, girl, won't you? Oh, girl, you, girl, won't you? Ooh, girl, you, girl, won't you? Yeah. What a bad finger. Bad finger. What happened? I got a bad finger. You better be laughing out there. You laughing there, Kevin? Kevin McDonald. Good friend, Kevin McDonald. McLaughlin. Kevin McDonald I used to work with. Kevin McLaughlin said he always gets a smile on his face when he watches this show. I think that means he likes it. So I hope so, because I'm going to have to drown him in his own boat. So 16-year-old, we went over that one. Yeah, let's get out of the way. You heard about the shooting at the food festival in California. Something they've been having every year, I don't know, since Noah came over, I don't know. But always a nice time, peaceful time, fruits and this and that, beautiful, families together, and all of a sudden, boom, some jackass with an assault rifle starts opening up fire on people. And PD got there in less than a minute and took this guy out, this piece of shit. And but still, now you're not safe going to food festivals. I mean, it's really, I'm not doom and gloom, so I don't want to get the comments that I've been getting from a couple of people. Oh, you should be more upbeat. I'm very upbeat. I'm singing upbeat. This is what's happening in the world. You want to stick your head in the sand, then go ahead, but stop. So, so you're going to have to, when you have some of these outdoor things that are, going to bring in a large amount of people coming, you're going to have to start paying, the police guys that are going to come in. They're off today, but you know what? I need you to come in. And you're going to have to start working out a deal with them so they could surround the place and be a presence and be seen. And maybe these idiots will stop. Right now, terrible. It happened in Brooklyn, too. Over the weekend, or at the beginning of the weekend, block party. They had many pictures and video of the block party as it was going on. Beautiful in the park. Nice under the lot of trees. It was putting on a lot of shade so they weren't sweltering in the heat. And, families were cooking food. And it was just like a beautiful day going on. Then all of a sudden, boom, some idiots just start shooting. 12 people got shot. Same thing. Cops came, got here, a couple of minutes later. Once the call came, boom, took the shithead down and he's dead. But there's no cops, or security for a block party inside a park in a town where everybody lives. I mean, it's just, what are you going to do? So, ridiculous. So now let's jump real quick, because I know I kind of brought you down a little bit. And that's not what I'm looking to do. Over in Italia, a little young man is walking down a beach with his dad. I think he said he was like, 17 to 19, something like that. And he has Down syndrome. So they're walking along the beach by the water, and all of a sudden, he is screaming out in the water. And the current is taking two girls away. You could see it. They're just being whisked, and they're panicking and going under. Turned out to be one was 14 and one was 10. Without thinking, without saying a word, this kid just went and jumped into the water and swam towards the girls. Father saw that. He jumped in with them. The kid went and saved the 10-year-old. The father grabbed the 14-year-old, put a maneuver on him that he that he had learned at some swimming class that he took, so he could keep her head above the water where she can't pull him down. I don't know if you ever took that class, that class, but it's a maneuver where you can hold their arms but still keep their head above the water, and then they come in on their back with their head facing up, and you just swim all the way in. And they brought he brought the 10-year-old to the shore, and then the lifeguards came and took over. Both girls were saved, and now they're touting this kid as a hero, and obviously because he has Down syndrome, but he is a hero. But no mention of the father being a hero. That part I didn't like, But I guess over in Italy it's expected. All fathers are heroes. Yeah. But so, feel-good story. Did I bring you up? I think I did. And all right, we'll save this last suicide. Yeah, listen to me. Feel-good story. After we do one more Badfinger song. And this song I loved the minute I heard it. And this one was also written by Peter Ham. There was a guitar solo by George Harrison on it. And choreographed, well, not choreographed. What do they call that? Yeah, I'm good, huh? I'm pretty good in this business. Composed. Composed by Sir Paul McCartney and John Lennon. Ringo, I don't know where he was. Yep, it's Ringo. They didn't invite me, so I'm going to go burn the house down. That was a pretty good impression of Ringo. Stop. So this is called Day After Day. And I remember when I first heard it, I was like, wow, I love this song. Kind of a love song. Sound like Harrison? I remember finding out about you. Every day my mind is all around you. Looking out from my lonely room, day after day. Bring it home, baby, make it soon. I give my love to you. I remember holding you while you sleep. Every day I feel the tears that you weep. Looking out from my lonely gloom, day after day. Bring it home, baby, make it soon. I give my love to you. Take it, George. Yep, yep, no Ringo. Looking out from my lonely room, day after day. Bring it home, baby, make it soon. I give my love to you. I remember finding out about you. Every day my mind is all around you. Looking out from my lonely gloom, day after day. Bring it on, baby, make it soon. I give my love to you. Take us out, George. Why wasn't I loud on the drums? Hip, it's Ringo. I'm outside. All right, so pretty good, right? Come on, it's a pretty good. I love this choice of songs I did today. I really do. I expect to see lots of compliments from you people out there. Don't be hiding, McLaughlin. Okay. Let me make sure I did. I think. Sorry. A commercial got my attention. Yeah, okay, yeah, we got them all. You believe this? This is, oh, no, this is what I was saving for. South Dakota signed the law, not open for negotiation. Every school, I think it was 429 schools in X amount of districts or whatever, in South Dakota, somewhere in the entrance, have to have a sign up when school starts at the end of August saying, "In God we trust." Yes! Get them back in the schools. I don't care if you're not a holy roller. It doesn't matter. What is wrong with saying that? What is wrong with saying I believe in God, or even saying it to yourself, I believe in God? There's, you don't have to do anything to join up. You just have to be a nice person and be good to your fellow human being, because we're all we got. So, but there's a community called let me find it. Here it is. Freedom from Religion Foundation. Oh, I'm sorry. Freedom from Religious Foundation. And their main goal is to get rid of religion in the United States of America. Take down those statues, take down those signs and everything else, crosses. It doesn't belong there. They call it brainwashing. Who the frig is brainwashing you, you morons? Unbelievable. So that's a step in the right direction. And again, this is not a pro-Trump show. It's not a pro-anybody show. I just give my opinion on things as they happen. This guy said he was going to bring God back into our schools, back into our government. I mean, they were talking at one time of taking In God We Trust down from the Lincoln Memorial. For what? Don't get me started. So there's a step in the right direction. And yeah, that's it. $25 billion. We did that. Baltimore. I still don't get that. Oh, here it is. So Cosmopolitan magazine. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, we did it. Not bad at all. All right, so this last song by the Beatles. A great movie it was. A lot of fun. Paul's grandpa and everything else in it. It was hysterical. And one of my favorite Beatles songs. That's not a ballad. It's just like a crazy song. And this is the movie and the kind of music that the Monkees and their producers went to try to reproduce on TV. When I thought they came pretty close on a lot of them. If you never saw the movie Help by the Beatles, starring the Beatles and Paul's grandfather and everything else, go. It's got to be on Netflix somewhere. There's somewhere you got to find it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And you watch all the craziness that the Monkees did on their show. Well, they did that in this show here, in this movie, Help. So everybody get up and start screaming, I need some help. I need somebody, not just anybody. I need someone. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find, change my mind, I've opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. Every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me. Ooh, help me. Somebody help me, please. Please. It hurts so bad. I'm just sitting on... I was going to do a joke, but I'm not doing it. But I'll do a joke that Mr. Macho Man told me to tell. He goes, Sonny, yeah, Mike D'Alessandro, his name is, but we call him Macho Man from way back because he used to look like, first of all, he's a tough guy, nice guy, but he looked like Randy Macho Man Savage. Step into a Slim Jim. So we said a man went on vacation over to Israel with his wife and his mother-in-law. And while they were seeing all the sights and going from place to place, unfortunately, the mother-in-law passed away. So now they're stuck with how are we going to get her back. So they went and spoke to somebody, and they said, well, listen, you could bury her here for $500, or it's going to cost $5,000 to fly her back to the United States. What do you want to do? You don't have to answer right now. Think about it. You come back, you see me, and we'll work it out. He walked around a little bit. He thought about it. He prayed. And he came back, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to go for the 5,000." So the guy says, "Really? You're going to spend that much money? Why is that?" He goes, "Well, 2,000 years ago, there was a man here that rose after 3 days. I ain't taking a chance that's going to happen." Another mother-in-law. Bing, bing, bing. So, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, that's the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Nice little show after the weekend. Seems like I was gone for a week. I guess because of that thing at Lido, and like I said, seeing a lot of faces I haven't seen in a long time, and a lot of the that faces that I see here on Facebook. But just to have that one-on-one interaction was nice, and a lot of laughing going on, and a couple of glasses of vino, which wasn't bad, and. Stopped at the liquor store on the way there, and I said, give me these 2 bottles of Chianti. Nothing crazy because it's on the beach, and a bottle of Sambuca. We go down, the shelf is empty. I said, all right, well, I drink the Sambuca Romana, so we're out of all the white. I don't like the black. Nothing personal. Shut up. And I said, you're out of how many different brands of Sambuca do you have? He was a nice guy. He goes, really? I said, yeah. All right, hold on. He gets the book out, and he goes, we have 5. I said, 5 different brands of Sambuca, and you're out of the white in all 5 of them? Yeah. I was like, oh, my God. So he goes, I'm sorry, man. I said, don't be sorry. You know what? I think it's a sign not to have it that day. That's why I'm okay, see? I'm being watched over by my mom. I don't know if anybody saw, I put it up on Facebook. A lot of people laughed at it because they thought I was making a joke, but I wasn't. There was bird poop on my windshield. And, I parked the car, and it's under the tree, and these birds, then, they're worse than he is. And, all right, Tino, take it easy. I didn't mean it. And so I'm driving. I look, when the sun hit it, I have a picture of my mother that I should have brought over and put to the camera. And inside the splotch of poop, it looked exactly like my mother. It was unbelievable. freaked me out. I had to pull over to the side, took a picture of it, sent it to my sisters. They all saw it. Sent it to my aunt, Auntie Franny, and she saw it. Sent it to my father and Chris, and they were like, "Wow, that's unbelievable." And so I guess they can come to you in all different ways. Okay. So, a couple of people were like, get out of here, the bird poop and this and that. I mean, they saw it. It almost looked like, I don't know if they sell them anymore, but they used to sell those brooches, the old cameo ones, that were made out of, dare I say, ivory. That's what it looked like, but there's a picture of my mom that looked just like that. So I got done what I was doing. I'm sitting in the backyard and, getting a little sun because I don't have much of a tan lately. And, beautiful butterfly lands on my arm. I'm like, what? That? I said, oh, so rather than, crapping all over me, you decided to get dressed up and come see me. And then it took off. I was like, oh, okay. It circled around me on and off for almost like a half hour to an hour, maybe 45 minutes, under the umbrella, that you had on the table, and then, out and around. And it kept going to the rose bush. And it would stop, and like it was turning around and looking at me. Now, for those of you that don't know, my mother's name was Rose, and she loved roses. So I was like, oh, that's definitely her. It's got to be, So I thought that was very cool. So that got me through the weekend, because the day before I was having hadn't been for a while. And it's not that I don't think of her. I talk to her every day. But I was having a hard time. This was Friday. It was done, right? Friday. Yeah, so Thursday. I was having a hard time Thursday, getting through it. Maybe I even told you the story already. Who the hell knows? But I was missing her a lot, I just a lot of things going on. And, I used to call her up, sometimes just to BS. And then sometimes I come here and get stuff off my chest. And, she'd let me talk, and then she'd say this, and I tell her she's nuts. She don't know what she's talking about. She'd say, do you feel better? And I'd say, yeah. All right, thanks. See you. But, so that was cool. So don't ever shoot it down. Don't go looking for the signs like you're Sherlock Holmes with a magnifying glass. If you believe that you're going to get signs, it'll come. It'll come to you, believe me. And just don't look to make more out of it than it is. Be thankful for it. It could be just a dream. It could be, oh my God, I haven't seen this commercial since my mom or my dad or my husband or my wife or my kids or whatever it is was alive. That's a sign. Take it as a sign and say thank you. Look up and say thank you. So, all right, everybody, I love you. Keep the show going. But before I go, you thought you were out. Get a pen and write this down. It's on my wall, so if you want to go there. But I've started a radio station show. It's www. in caps, The Songfather Show, all one word, .com, still in all caps. Right? And .com, yeah. And do that. And it'll take you to the radio station. And right now I got, I don't know, maybe 75 songs. It's on a loop. And, so I'm putting some promos in now. I can do advertising on it. There's a button if you want to donate and send some money to the Songfather. That would be great. Get somebody else's credit card and send me $1,000. It's a big deal. But, so, you got to help me out. I keep asking for your help. Keep hitting that YouTube. And, when you're sitting at home, you're driving in the car, whatever it is, you're sitting in the backyard, down at the beach, whatever, you can bring it up on your iPhone or your Android, and it'll just come, play in loops. And I don't want to, they suggest that you can, start putting some of your favorite performers on that thing too, but I don't want to do that. I got to find out what avenue to go down first, or what fee do you got to pay, to play Frank Sinatra, or otherwise I don't want to do it. It's bad enough they always want to bust my chops because I'm singing one of the songs, But I always give props to who made it. I try to give props to whoever wrote it. So stop. What am I doing? I'm not charging any money, But so if you can, you go to that. So we'll have this Monday to Friday. That radio station is running 7 days a week. And so I'm in the process right now of taking all the songs that I have now on YouTube and on Facebook that I never saved as an audio file, like a schmuck. So it's just saved as a video file. So I have to start redoing them over. and there's a program called Audacity, and it is just perfect. And so I'm going to start doing that and then putting them on a radio station. Then I'm going to take the top 20 ones that I like the best, and then we're going to be coming out with our third, I keep saying our, I guess me and Tino, our third CD. And let's see where it goes from here. What the hell, you know? Clock's ticking away on my life. So wait. There you go. What? I can't even see him now. He's buried himself under the paper towels. He's such a scutch, I swear to God. If you're a little bit bigger, boy, let me tell you something. Breadcrumbs. No, I would never. So, all right, anyway, thank you again. And I love you all. Keep making me smile. I hope I keep making you smile. Don't forget and share. Tell everybody you can about it. It takes 2 seconds just to share it. Put it on your wall. If you belong to a group, share it to that. Tell your friends to share. And tonight, Fred Rubino, don't forget, tonight is Get the Food Out of Here. And see what they're going to... Oh, was it over here? No, that was last week. And see what they're going to cook up tonight, him and his wife, Christine. Always good stuff and a lot of fun to watch, too. So after you watch me at 6 o'clock, you watch him at 8 o'clock. Okay? You got an hour in between. Take a break, have a glass of wine, take a dip in the pool, then come back out and watch Get the Food Out of Here with Freddie and Christine Rubino. Find a nice recipe that you want to serve, you know, this weekend coming up. All right? Love yous. Bam. Hey, you can't hear him. All right. He's going crazy. All right, Bam, love yous. Thank you. Thank you. No, really, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.